Hello everyone, ladies, gentlemen, and otaku alike. This is Recall Reviews. Attilio back here again, and today I'm going to share another one of my career matches with you. This was my third match since coming back from the injury, and to be honest, I was really only planning on sticking around long enough to kind of just finish out that feud with Buddy Thomas, do the tape fist match, and then I was going to scratch that itch, and I would have felt satisfied kind of packing it in there. But at that point in time, we had spent about the last year trying to rebuild the tag team division. That's kind of where I wanted to be at that point in time. I wanted to be in the creative aspect of things and kind of wanted to dedicate more of my time in creative and booking and doing the stories. So early on in the beginning of Fully Charged, when we ended the old aggression era, we split up the pre-existing tag team champions. They had a great feud against each other, and we totally scrapped the tag team division at that point and slowly built it up. We spent a year testing out guys as a team, see who worked and who didn't. So then it finally came time to bring in the new tag team titles, the Fully Charged Hudson Valley tag team titles, and that's exactly what we did. And what better way to do that than with a tag team tournament? So we did the entire tournament in one night, except for the two finalists. The two finalists at the very next show would wrestle in a tag match to crown the new Fully Charged tag team champions. So Gino told me that he wanted me to work with Sergeant Cash, who's a good friend of mine, who you've probably seen on the more recent episodes of Fully Charged. So it would be me and Sergeant Cash as Team America in the tag team tournament. Now, I'm totally fine with the fact that we didn't win the tournament, because I'm not really a big fan of tag team wrestling, and that's me personally. I don't really like working in tags, I don't really like watching tag matches, but I feel like story-wise, we should have been a little bit longer lasting in the overall tournament. But this is what concluded the feud between me and Buddy Thomas, as it was me and Sergeant Cash versus Buddy Thomas and Playboy Paulie, the Midnight Delight, in what was a really fun, old-school type tag team match. I had a lot of fun in it, and I loved working with those guys, and it's the only time I ever got to work with Playboy Paulie. We spent the next couple years trying to get a singles match that never happened. But again, this is Team America versus the Midnight Delight. Let's roll the tape.
Alright fans, we are back to continue this tag team tournament. Up first, beautiful buddy, Playboy Paulie, the Midnight Delight.
Oh, the Midnight Delight. Very delightful.
Now here's beautiful buddy, one angry young man. And his partner tonight is Playboy Paulie.
Playboy Paulie, now that guy's going places. Both of them are going places. You know, Buddy, there was a time when I was on Buddy's payroll. He did very good, and now look at where he is now.
Yes, it's either them you stealing his money and
I did not steal any money. I prepared him to be a champion. Now he's going to win this. They're going to win this.
You said your checks bounced.
My checks did not bounce. My money is good.
Green check, blue check. Which was the one you gave him?
I gave him the right check. Hey, check yourself and shut up.
You gave him Herb Abrams check.
You want me to smack you again tonight?
What I'd like to have right now is for all you swamp critters to shut your mouths. Listen here, where's your normal hair? Shut up. Shut up.
Same amount of brain cells as the new teeth. Every one of them, that's little, that's none.
The teeth are yellow.
And his partner tonight, Sergeant Cash.
Shorty Cash?
And they're managed by Uncle Rich.
Uncle Uncle Rich.
Uncle Rich.
Uncle Rich.
You don't know Uncle Rich?
I know I'd like to be rich, but he don't look too rich to me. His name is Uncle.
Antonio Real picked a good partner for himself tonight.
What, the communist?
He's a member of the U.S. Marines.
He's a communist. He shouldn't be here. He should deport him.
And we support our veterans here.
I support veterans. I don't support people I want to deport.
Where would you deport him to?
Not here. I don't want him here. He doesn't represent America. I represent him.
Yes, he served our country in the Marine Corps.
Or was he in the Army? Was he in West Point? No, then he's not American.
He was in Paris Island, South Carolina.
Okay. Am I supposed to be...
Proud of saying what they think of beautiful Buddy Thomas.
This is for the crowd's a bunch of morons. Nobody knows this.
Looks like Uncle Rich is leading the charge there.
The heck with Uncle Rich. The heck with Attilio Abril. And Shorty Cash.
What do you make the fun of Cash for being short for?
Because he's like two... Right here. You ever have a conversation with Tony Pro? Yo, how you doing?
He's very positive.
I don't like him. I'm positively against him. He's the reason why I lost my protege.
Well, that shoulder tackle played by Paulie sent him from the loop.
Oi, that height. That's about a weight.
That was positively painful.
That was positively fat. You know, when I stand next to Attilio Pro, I feel like a supermodel because I'm so much thinner than him.
Well, that's pretty rough there. One time you guys were friends.
We've never been friends. You ever drive in the car with him? Oh my
I
God.
can't say that I have.
He never shuts up.
Well, now, obviously, if you were in the car together, you're friends.
I'm not friends with him anymore, not after he cut my ear off. And then he had the nerve to ask me for gas money.
Oh, he asked the wrong guy for gas money.
I'm not giving him any money.
Well, Sergeant Cash is in now. I set up with Playboy Paulie.
I see he's getting Paulie down to his short level.
Chopping him down.
That's because he wants him on his level.
Oh, big boot by Attilio Real.
Big boot from a big moron.
And, leg drop headbutt combo by the Team America.
That head to Hoyt. See, look
Beautiful
at
Buddy with the save.
I taught Buddy that. He's doing a great job. Tell me he's doing a great job.
If you think I'm going to tell him something so that you can get some money out of him.
I'm just saying it to be nice, you know. Sometimes schmoozing is not a bad thing to do, and you know, just a little toughest here and there. I want money.
I think you better get yourself a new protege.
Buddy will come back. He knows me. He's got a brain. He knows what's right. I'd be a great manager for those two. Buddy and Playboy Paulie, Midnight Delight.
Oh,
They're very delightful.
They are in the market for a manager.
I'd be a great manager.
I just don't think you're going to have the proper assets to be the manager.
I'll be a very... Listen, Buddy was going to the top, and he's on his way to the top, and that has a lot to do with being representative.
Well, will Sergeant Cash and Attilio Real get to the top?
No, not when they're in the bottom. I get when the Buddy sucks up. Why are these people so disrespectful?
Oh, these fans, they do not like Buddy Thomas.
And disrespectful. Pay for the ticket and get up.
They made short work of Sergeant Cash there.
Not very hard to make short work of him.
Sergeant Cash is tough, though. He's very strong, very tough, very durable. He can take a beating.
His head comes up to my chest, and I'm 5'9". What does that tell you?
Oh! They misjudged Sergeant Cash
Those
there.
vicious throws to the noggin. Oh, no, stop.
They had to wrestle.
Oh, that was rough.
He told him to learn how to wrestle. He's not a good wrestler, this Shorty Cash guy. You sure he served in the military?
I'm positive.
If he served in the
Oh, we
military,
got a mouthful of boot there.
that does look painful. But if he served in the military, why is he such a loser? We have a successful military.
That's terrible calling one of our veterans a loser.
He's a loser.
He's a nice man.
Do I care? I would never manage him. He's a loser.
vicious clothesline.
That's right. It's a beautiful clothesline from a beautiful man. Hey,
He's a vicious man.
He is
Very angry young man.
I'd be angry too if I had to. If I am angry, I have to sit out here next to you. I'd be
Real trying to get in there and get his hands on either of these individuals.
Speaking of angry, I'd be really angry if I had to share a ring with that brother.
Another double suplex. Ooh.
Is he dead?
Sergeant Cash in a world of hurt right now.
Is he dead?
No, he's still got a little life left.
I thought he was dead. Speaking of dead, look at this dead dummy.
The only thing I know that's dead is your career.
My career is not dead. My career is just on the upwards. We're just taking a little break.
A little break.
A little break. Get a little rest.
Sergeant Cash managed to get out of the way, but can he get to Attilio April?
I don't think he can reach Attilio April. Attilio April could be 2 inches away from me. He still couldn't reach.
If he can make the tag, Buddy Paulie might get hit with the power of positivity.
Power of positivity. I don't care about his stupid powers.
Paulie's in, and here he comes.
Oh.
Power of positivity, eh, brother?
Hey, brother. What you gonna do? Uh-oh.
Well, I know what Paulie and Buddy are gonna do.
I didn't know he could get his leg up that high.
I've seen him in the gym.
He's at the gym? What?
Double leg drop.
He's at the gym when Planet Fitness has bagel and pizza night. That's when he's at the gym. I guarantee you that.
They still do that?
Well, I know that they have bagels. That I know. But they're not kosher bagels, so I can't eat them. I think they do that.
Beautiful Buddy. Look at this.
See, he's a cheater. He's got the atomizer. Disqualified.
Oh, give me a break.
Disqualified. That man is very smart. What? I taught Buddy that.
I'm sure you
I taught him everything. I taught him everything he knows. I didn't teach him everything I know because I need to get his money. I mean, I need to represent him.
Fans, there's your winners advancing in the tournament.
They just look like champions, don't they?
The Midnight Delight.
Look at Uncle Rich.
Uncle Richie's not happy.
Spray him, good.
Oh, Uncle Richie got an eye full of something there.
It warned me the first time.
Attilio April's not going to take this lightly.
There's nothing light about Attilio April.
I'm sure him and Sergeant Cash will have something to say about this later.
An eye-to-eye look.
Fans, good effort by Team America.
Always a tomorrow. Always positive. Never surrender.